A different world.
Yo, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good night. Wait a minute, I'm not leaving yet. How's everybody doing today? Welcome. Oh my goodness, what a morning! What a morning! Another morning, another day, another dollar. All that stuff. Hey, Mr. Burns, how's it going, bud? How is it going? Um, okay, so I wanted to do a restream of Kaiser today. I figured I haven't touched on him for a minute. Wait a minute. I don't touch him at all. I don't touch on him at all. um, ahoy, Frank Leslie. Nice to see you here. Um, you know, I been kind of getting away from the subject of some of the stuff that I've been doing, so I figured I'd come back to it. But I came across a story I thought was pretty freaking interesting, and so again, I'm in this place where I am trying to show people where there is actual corruption. See, there are people out there who believe that they're doing a good job by putting their camera in people's faces and saying, "Oh, this is where the corruption is. This is where it lies, where I can't film on other people," which is absolutely wrong in my aspect, because I in my point of view anyways, because I think that there are more important things than people being able to record in public places. Now, should you be able to record in public places? I think, of course, technology is getting to that point where all of us are going to be able to be holding a camera, and we should actually, like, start getting used to that. We should start really clutching our pearls when it comes to that kind of stuff, and we should kind of start getting a little bit more used to it. Now, there are some people who act like jerks and stuff like that, and you're not going to be able to stop them. I'm just here. I know that, Kfar. I know you're just here for the drama. Exactly. It's all circular logic. Frank Leslie, you're absolutely correct. So, let me just. Oh yeah, yeah. Do I need to do a roll call? How's it, Burns? How's it going, buddy? Welcome back. Did did your dog get that operation? Good. Hey, Frank Leslie. Hey, nice to see you again. Hey, I got that thing that you showed me. Yeah. Hey, Kfar. Hey, we're still on for that secret call later on. Ha ha. Okay, so I don't know if that's like the whole roll call. I only got four people in here, so I think I should that would catch me all up with my roll call. But so what I wanted to do was show you guys where the actual corruption lies. And auditors, if you guys really want to make a difference, if you guys really are about activism and really wanting to change things, I'm gonna show you a story that you guys should have been paying attention to. And I'm looking at you, Michigan. I'm looking at you because you guys like to waste everybody's time by going to shop owners' places. You like to waste everybody's time by putting cameras in people's faces that are normal people that are not working for the government. And if they are working for the government, there are low-level employees who they might as well be a private citizen because they're not able to do anything as far as the things that you're concerned. But there are people who are corrupt in power, like mayors. So we're gonna start there. And just to show that I'm not the type of guy that just goes around and is looking for people to like denigrate or to like punch down or all this other craziness or whatever, we're gonna start off with the good part of this lady's campaign. Yes, I said lady because she is a lady mayor. A lady mayor. Yeah, that happens nowadays. People can be lady mayors nowadays. Stop. It is 2024, right? We made the new year. So yeah. So it is 2024, so there can be lady mayors. I think it's been accepted for a while, but just like any other mayor, lady mayors can be corrupt. So we're gonna start off on that point. Yes, Danny. Yes, you are absolutely correct. And so for the ones that believe that this isn't this, they say, no, I'm not here for the money. I'm here to do it because I believe in stuff. Well, let me show you something that completely missed you. Okay? Because if you are about corruption, if you are about going to find these people that are really bad, this is how you find them. Okay? So I'm going to show you. Okay? Yes, Burns. Yes, it's the one from Detroit. Yes, it is. This story has been developing now. I've been looking at it. I've been watching it and whatnot. So I finally caught up to it recently, and I was like, you know what? I haven't even talked about it. So I want now that I've caught up, I want to go ahead and talk about it. So we'll start from the beginning. Right, exactly. There's always something out there, right? There's always something out there, right, Frank Leslie? But these guys, they want to pretend like walking into your DMV is where you're going to find this corruption. That's not where you're going to find it. So let me go ahead and start off by presenting this. We're going to start here, okay? Share that. Okay. Let's see if I got everything here. Is it sharing? There you go. Okay. So this is Monique Owens, East Point's first black woman mayor. Okay? Great, right? Great. So, as you can see, I'm not starting off on a bad note here. She is the first woman mayor from black woman mayor at that. From East Point, Michigan. Great, right? Hey, congratulations. Let's clap it up. Yay. But this is what I mean though. That doesn't exclude her from any kind of corruption. It doesn't exclude her from power getting to her head. Just because you're any kind of ethnicity or because you've done something that's a milestone, it doesn't keep you from being something, bad. It just doesn't. So for all those people who say, oh, wagging your finger because you're going after a disabled military veteran or because you're going after this or you're going after that, remember, nobody is above criticism, and anybody who tells you that they are should really be watching them. So here's the story as it goes. So we're gonna start off here. Yeah, and what do we got here? Yeah, exactly, Danny. And this is why I want to highlight this stuff because lately I've been able to garner a crowd from both the auditor space and both the anti-auditor space. And I believe both are doing a disservice by not highlighting stories like this. Because you really want to talk about corruption, this is real. Okay? This is stuff that's really happening and it needs to be brought out. Thank you, News Navu. Yeah, yes she is. Yes, she is. She really is corrupt. She really is corrupt. Yes. Oh, you're talking about this one? Yeah, and we'll as time goes on, these are the types of story that I'm gonna be disseminating. I'm gonna be putting this stuff out there. You know, like I gotta get all the news articles and stuff like that put together before I do them, of course. And this is one that I've been following, so it's kind of easy to get there. So this is the story of her as she was elected, okay? And this happened way back on November 13th, 2019. Last week, East Point, the McCobb County city that renamed itself East Detroit in 1992 to distance itself from the Motor City and align itself with the nearby wealthier and wider Grosse Points, elected Monique Owens, a former sheriff's deputy and city first black councilwoman, to be its new mayor. She beat her opponents by just 19 votes. So this is from the Detroit Metro Times. So as you can see, like I said, I'm not starting off, and she didn't start off as somebody who was corrupt. She started off with somebody with good intentions, somebody who had, thoughts of helping her community. This is what like I want people to understand. This is why you can't just go on the first intentions or things like that. You got to see a person's history. You got to see how it develops, right? And that's why you got to keep them in check. But how do you keep them in check? You don't keep them in check by going to a DMV or going to a city hall and pointing a camera at an employee that has nothing to do with the mayor. How do you keep these people in check? Well, let me tell you. How you do it is that you go to city hall meetings. And so the next part of this, and I'm not going to sit here and tell the whole story. If you guys want to look at all the stories as far as like the corruption and all that stuff is concerned, you're going to have to go to the different websites. Detroit Metro Times, that has a story on her becoming the mayor. It shows about her history, how she used to be a sheriff's deputy. Yes, she was a cop at one point. So just so you know, she was a sheriff's deputy. She ran for elected official way before that. She didn't win, but she did it this time. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. This is what you guys need to understand. And so that's why I'm bringing this up, because this didn't start off as a corruption story. And don't think that just because anybody who you believe is in office that they're not susceptible to this type of corruption. This is why you need to do the right steps in order to suss this stuff out. You can't just be, oh, I'm gonna go here and this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a records request and that's not doing anything. You're not doing anything to help anything. What you're doing is you're creating a conflict within the people inside that office, which does nothing for nobody. And then you brigade audiences against these people, and guess what? It doesn't help anything, because those people, even if they lose their jobs, couldn't control anything or couldn't make anything happen. Now, I'm gonna show you guys what your First Amendment right violation looks like. What a First Amendment violation looks like. It isn't somebody telling you to stop recording them when they're not ready for you. No, that's not what it is. Right now, I'm going to show you a real First Amendment violation, okay? And it starts with this mayor, okay? Because this mayor who was celebrated not more than 5 years ago, excuse me, she was celebrated as the first black mayor. Now, I want you to see how the corruption has got to her and what kind of a tyrant she actually became. This is at a city hall meeting. Now she's just made all the announcements and everything, and this is the first person to come up and try to regress her government.
That works together. Good evening. It's been a while since I've been here because health tends to get in the way sometimes, but there's some things that need to be said, and they need to be said in person. I'm here in support of Councilman Curley.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop you right there, or we're gonna stop the council meeting, because I'm not gonna let you speak on something that has to do with police, with the
You don't
police
even know what I was
and.
going to say.
Mayor, you
I
gotta
have
let
no
her
idea
speak.
what I was going to say.
Well, I'm gonna let her speak, but okay. Hold on. We're gonna have order, but if you're speaking on something that has to do with something that has to do with a police report, we're gonna respect the people that's in that.
Point of order,
You can-
Mr. Albright, regarding interruption of someone speaking in.
And I'm gonna have a point of order, and I'm gonna talk over you. This is gonna be one of those
Well, you know
meetings
what?
y'all never seen before. You're not gonna disrespect people that have
You
things
interrupted
going
without
on.
knowing what I was going to
Okay,
say.
well,
Talk about public things.
She can talk about
About
public things, but I'm giving her a warning, just like we have always give people
Right.
warnings before they spoke on certain things.
That's inappropriate.
And I have First Amendment rights as well.
Point of order. Point of order.
Now, what are you seeing there? What are you seeing there? Exactly. Exactly, Danny. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not going to let you speak. I'm not going to let you speak. First Amendment violation. This is a First Amendment violation. This is what tyranny looks like. It is not the lady at the counter of a DMV who is just trying to do her job. No. Real corruption is this. This is real corruption right here. Why isn't this the popular thing to do on YouTube? Why aren't people watching this? This is for real. Exactly, Frank. Exactly. Auditors, you guys want to talk about corruption? You guys want to highlight things that are really corrupt? Here it is. I'm looking at you, Detroit. I'm looking at you. Look at this. This is in your back door. You decide to go and talk about courts. You go to different places where people can't do anything. Here is somebody who went to the city hall meeting of her city to go talk about something, and she was shouted down even way before anybody knew what she was going to talk about. This lady did not get a chance to regress her government. Not a FOIA request. It wasn't somebody trying to help them. She went to a meeting, a city hall meeting, recorded. By the way, recorded. This is what I mean. People don't care about your recording. People don't care about what you do with your camera. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time to make it a big deal. It's a waste of time to try to put it on YouTube as anything more than just causing conflict. And it's a waste of time to discuss it over and over and over again when it's been debunked 100 times over about what you guys are doing. Now, if you don't believe that you're in that category, if you don't believe that you're the type of person that is doing this because I really want to find corruption, I really want to be a cop watcher, I really want to be someone who calls out the government when they're acting up, then why haven't you made this story public? Why haven't you talked about this? Looking at you, Detroit. This is real. Now, if you guys want to continue seeing the rest of the city hall meeting and this egregious violation of the First Amendment, go to the Detroit Free Press. The Detroit Free Press has the whole story. I'm not going to run it down. It's not my story. You want to go there, go check it out. Detroit Free Press. They got the whole story on this corrupt mayor and what she was doing at the city hall. Now, let's get to the end of the story, okay? Because, like I said, this was just me trying to highlight something Because of course, like I said, these things are out there. These things are easy to find. These things are easy to suss out if you want to, if you really want to. You know? So, like I said, this mayor, as it started in a good intention type of way, someone who wanted to help her community. She wanted to represent something special. She went out and she became the mayor of this town, and she became something special. Okay? This person who did all of these things, okay? This is where the end of the story starts leading up. And this is from the Michigan Advance. Embattled East Point mayor pleads to reduce charges after lying about COVID-19 grant. Okay? East Point's mayor Monique Owens pleaded no contest Thursday to a reduced misdemeanor charge after authorities say she frequently applied for a $10,000 COVID-19 CARES Act grant in 2020. Before entering the plea, Owens paid $10,000 in restitution. No contest pleas are not admissions of guilt, but are treated as such for sentencing purposes. The plea is meant to protect the defendant from civil liabilities. Owens' plea came nearly 2 months after she lost her re-election bid in a primary election in 2022. She unsuccessfully ran in a Democratic primary for a state Senate seat. My God, imagine if she would have been a state senator. In March, Owens was charged with a felony count of making false pretenses in a 41-point B district court in Clinton Township. She had faced up to 5 years in prison. Owens, the city's youngest and first black mayor, now faces up to 1 year in prison on a misdemeanor count of making false pretenses. Sentencing is set for October 10th. Now she's since been sentenced, and she didn't get the year, of course. She paid restitution. Exactly, Frank Leslie, exactly. And this is exactly why I'm highlighting this story, okay? And this is why I'm talking about it. For all of you auditors out there that are doing what you're doing because you're looking for corruption, you're susceptible to it too. You might have started with good intentions. You might have had all the intentions to do something for your local community. But you are very much susceptible to the corruption of money and power when you put your videos on YouTube, when you monetize, when you do live streams and you get those donations. You are susceptible to the same corruption this mayor was susceptible to. You can become the thing that you hate. This is why I highlighted this story. Not only for the people who believe that they're doing some sort of actions out there, something that's some sort of activism when you're not. Because look at what real journalists do. Yes, I'm using the term real journalist. I have to. Because according to the Constitution, we could all be journalists, right? But some journalists don't take it seriously. They can be clown journalists. Maybe that's what we should start calling you guys, clown journalists, because that's what you do. You do clown journalism. This is real. This corruption is real. If you guys want to fight corruption, you got to look for it like this. She shouted down somebody on her First Amendment right to regress her government. That was real. Quit playing games with this shit. You're not helping anybody. You're making things harder. Who knows how many times an auditor went to this lady's office and just let this thing go. Why? Because somebody at East Point went and told them, oh yeah, you can record right here. And that was it. That was the end of it. You guys, if you guys want to fight corruption, you need to find it in the right way. There are ways of finding it. There are ways of doing it. The way you guys are doing it is not it. And if you continue doing it, the only thing that's going to happen is that you're going to continue to have people do pushback. And because the way you guys do it is not in a serious manner, people are not going to take you seriously. They're going to look at you as a nuisance. And when you're a nuisance, you're something to be taken care of. Not in a good way. This is just a little public service announcement for the auditors out there. You're susceptible to corruption. You're susceptible to falling to dumb people who are leading you down the wrong path. If you want to do real activism, start looking for it in the right places. Going after low-level employees does not help. Going after people who don't have anything to do with citizens' rights is not helping. Going after private businesses is not helping. You need to go to city hall meetings. You need to be recording there. You need to be going to places where you can make a difference. You're not the story. Yes. Yes. Exactly. It's and just a quick, civics lesson. Our system is based on checks and balances. It begins with the people, then it goes to the elected officials, then from the elected officials, all of them have to check each other. It's a checks and balances situation. We're not above each other. Just because there's a president, just because there's a senator, they all have people to answer to, and it all comes back to us. We are responsible for the people in office. We're getting to an election cycle here. We need to start realizing that it's important for us to be involved. From people who are young to people who are old, everybody needs to get involved and understand the process and how it works. And take advice from people who have been in it for a long time. Stop using the propaganda that's put out to you as a guide for who you got to vote for. Look at who is sponsoring your interest. And then once you vote for them, make sure you hold them accountable to keep the promises on your interests. It's important. This is how you weed out corruption. There are more steps, and there are things that we need to fix in our country. It's not perfect, but it's the best system we got. And until somebody makes a solution on how to make it better, we got to work with it. And we can work with it. This is why I brought this up. So I'm done with this part. I'm done with this part of the video, so you guys can loosen up, shake it off. Don't feel all uptight or whatever, you know what I mean? This isn't like, and I'm not going through any political parties or anything like that, not telling you who you should vote for or not vote for. I'm just giving you an idea of how you suss this stuff out, okay? And what real journalism looks like, by the way. Let me give you all the resources once again. You got the Detroit Metro Times. You've got you got Detroit Free Press, and you've got the Michigan Advance. Those are all the news sources that have these articles on this mayor, and they have all the information that you want to find out about it. If there's anything more you guys want me to do on as far as like, bringing out stuff of this nature, you let me know, and I'll go ahead and like look them up and see what I can suss out. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and read every single article. These articles were put out by journalists. They did the work. They did everything. I just wanted to highlight it. That's it. So just so you guys know, now we can go to Friday Wrangler. Oh, you thought I forgot, huh? So, Frauded Wrangler. Meh. Let's go. Let's go. And they hit the live because he did a live yesterday. Okay? He did a live yesterday. And I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. I'm just gonna. Oh, jeez, God, why? Like, dude, when is this guy gonna do something different, right?
To be
When
completely
when is this guy gonna do something different? Never, right? He's never gonna do something different. I mean, why? Why even try? Why even try? So here we go with Wrangler again. This is the murder burglar. Uh, he is the stolen valor motherfucker who didn't pass basic training twice. Um, I recently did a live on his partner K4. Yes, that's his partner, and you'll see here because I think he talks about K4, and it's funny. It's so funny. You know, like these two characters who like supposedly like don't like each other or whatever according to what K4 says and doesn't fuck with him, but he has no problem. He has no problem talking about K4. He has no problem saying good things about him and stuff like that. But yet he gets so pissed off if you bring up anybody else, right? He can't bring up anybody else. So yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. And so I'm gonna restream him just for a little bit. Oh yeah, yeah, Frank. No, yeah, no worries, no worries. I'm not. I understand how that works. And so yeah, I just don't. I don't. I also don't like to like. I'm not gonna restream Kaiser the whole way through. I'm gonna restream him because I need to. We need to start paying attention to him again. We kind of gave him a little bit of a break. Stone Vet just barely came back yesterday. He gave him a little bit of a break, and so this is today. I gotta do my part, right? I'm doing my part, right? So I got to give a little bit of a restream. Got to talk a little bit of shit on this dude. So, because I got to remind everybody about his stolen valor, murder, burglar status. You know what I mean? Like I've got to do that. So that's what I'm. This is my community service. My community service. I'm giving back. so let's look at this fucking idiot. And by the way, for all of you out there that are ready to do the screenshots, I'm looking at you, Scotto. For anybody who wants to take screenshots or whatever the fuck, let me know. I will be pausing at certain times and blowing up his face, and you guys can do whatever you want with that. I don't know. Who knows? We might even have some fun, and see some shit that nobody has caught yet. I don't know, maybe. But let's go ahead and get started with this idiot. And you guys let me know if you guys want me to highlight the chat too, because again, these are things that that I know that Stone Vet looks at it, things like that. So if I can highlight something and then later on we can bring it up to Stone Vet, you guys let me know. But if you guys just want me to blow up his ugly face, I could just blow up that. But for right now, I'll play it like this. And if you guys want me to focus on the chat or you guys want me to focus on what the fuck is going on with him, I will do that. So oh God, let's do this.
unbiased and fair. She does have an inside track to when I'm going to hit enter and schedule it. And Pokey number 2. Good evening there, Miss Amethyst Jones. Welcome back. At
Good
third,
evening, Miss
we
Amethyst
got
Jones.
Alan Hunt, retired
Alan
CDL,
Hunt.
also in the house.
Oh, retired
Hey
CDL.
there, Robert. We are having a fantastic year. And yeah, I know. Hey, it happens.
You're having a fantastic year. What are you talking about? You see, look at, God, jeez, I already can't. You see how disingenuous this shit is? You're already having a fantastic. We just started the year, asshole. How are you gonna tell anybody if they're having a fantastic year? This is like fucking January 2nd. Where are we at? Is this the 3rd already? Okay, it's the 3rd. So stop it. Stop it with your disingenuousness. Just stop. Because how are you gonna tell somebody if they're having a great year? It's the fucking 3rd day in the year. You're kind of setting them up for failure, don't you think? I'm just saying. Jeez.
Still Big 12 champs, and we got a little payback on Bama from that national championship loss many years
Oh, am I back in? Am I back in? Can people hear me? Can you guys hear me? Uh, is are if you guys can hear me, could you guys give me something in the chat, please? I don't know what happened. Ah, I need a 5x5. I need some. Somebody give me some. Oh, great. I don't know what's happening. Something messed up. Oh, great. Oh, fucking awesome. Can somebody give me a 5x5? Is everything good? Hello. 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 Can somebody give me a 5x5 on this? Please. Damn it. This is so frustrating. Oh, great. Dang. Dang. Ugh. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Shoot. Ow. Oh, dang it. I hate you. Yeah, I know what you did. You don't. Yeah, I don't. I'm not positive as to what happened there. Um, shoot, this kind of sucked. I don't know. I don't know. Should I? Damn it. Ah, shoot. I don't even know if I should. I wish. I knew what to do right now. I could. Should I just restart a different stream? Okay, I guess I will. Probably just have to edit it down. That was so dumb. That was so dumb. That was dumb. What happened? I don't know what happened. My dumb thing froze and that was it. It froze and just like decided to freeze all of a sudden. There's no real reason why it did that. Unless somebody's checking me out. I have no idea. That was cool. Anyways, I guess in order to get people back on, I'm gonna have to shut this one down and refire up another one. It's cool. I made my point on that corrupt mayor. So or if people start filing in, I'm not sure. I wish I don't know, man. It kind of did. This kind of derailed it. It's really derailed it. I hate this. Now I'm just gonna cut this one off. I'm gonna start a new one. If you just came in right now, I'm gonna restart another one to restream Kaiser. That was kind of dumb, and I'll retitle this one to just Michigan corrupt mayor stuff. So I'll be back. I'm just gonna fire up a new stream. This was bullshit, but yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll be right back. 5-minute intermission.